these are based on actual quickies.
No, they're only 2-minute segments, so I just call them my 2-minute quickies because they pertain to sex. It's a catchy.
And this is when you say there are, and somehow we will get back to the election.
Yeah.
If we have to. These okay. You were you at least in a situation where what were these quickies? Were they conversations you were having with people? Were they like
no
something on social media?
I have a lot of friends in the adult industry. I was able to go to like Internext, which is more of the business aspect of it. So I got to make a lot of friends and learned a lot about that. So, I got to take my time and be comfortable. I created OnlyFans after doing research and just got comfortable with my sexuality and through that dating and everything. So I just speak of those experiences as I got more comfortable doing the segments. But at the beginning, I followed a lot of sex therapists who are, fully qualified PhD, that's what they do. And then I would listen to the segments and, compare it to what I knew or, just regurgitated that, with the references and spoke of that. And as long as it wasn't, it was professional and no cussing, we were good because it's all educational.
Exactly.
Right?
Educational. Like a visit to McDonald's or Walmart.
It's
all about discovery.
Yeah, no, sex positive, no slut shaming, and, getting to know oneself. Because with the quarantine, it was a great opportunity because it was all about self-love. Like you can learning about all that as a woman.
And when you say self-love, and I'm going to go there. I guess you're talking about both. Self-love inside, exterior and interior.
With toys or without toys.
There you go. Toy store. What is it? What's it? KR Toys.
Yeah, or like Adam and Eve toys, or
they're both toy stores.
Yeah, there's exactly. There's so many. In the Lovesies, those are those ones that are the remote controls that are inserted, and you can have your partner on their little app on their phone can control it. Yes, there's all kinds.
You know what? Why don't you? Here's the thing. Okay, outside of KalienteGirls, have you before? Because I just got this impression, and it is what it is, so I'm going to keep it. So there. Have you ever had a sex show?
Well, I had my OnlyFans. I grew up in the arts. I was always in drama, theater, choir. And
none that you had to. I just got these thoughts that, and like I said, whether somebody else is listening to us right now or whatever, I say, as of today, these all are true. You totally should just be, you seem like you seem passionate. First of all, you seem passionate about it.
Yeah.
You seem like you've got something. And it's just the way I am. It's just one of my I'll put it this way. It's one of my jobs as far as becomes branding. So I kind of have these conversations. And when listen to people I think are fabulous, I look to brand. I guess I'm branding you. It's one of those things where I'm always trying to push people, and one of the things I guess, or maybe manifesting things. Have you ever? That's not like something you would want to do. That you would want to be a top.
Well, it just kind of happened that way when Flo gave me the opportunity. I back in the day when I first came out of high school, I wanted to be in film, in direct, and I started.
Have you?
I did small projects in high school, like when we used to do lip sync contests. I would create a video prior and then have it play in the. Yeah, and I wrote a couple things back and we, acted them out. So, that was always my first love, and then things happened, and so I didn't go that route. But, I always...
We're on that route now.
Yeah, it just happened. It's the opportunity, and I'm not going to let it go to waste, so...
No, you're doing it. Now, here's the thing. You're doing it right now. And it's so funny. I keep on saying something, and it's one of those things where It's so funny, and I think I have coined this phrase as well as I've given me. I have the talent of inspiration. I will inspire or I try to push, and I don't necessarily that I'm trying to do it, but I thought it was you already, and I'm just big on if it wasn't you, you're passionate about. I'm big on at least let you know you definitely got something, or I see something, and I'm not even trying to be all that.
I go to a couple of the adult award shows, like Why Not Awards and AVNs, and
I used to.
And I know the owners of Why Not Awards. And one time I just got the courage and I said, hey, Jay, if you ever want me to come and be like a little hostess and walk the winner out, and walk them back in with a little, hit me up. And I didn't
Did he hit you?
want to. No, because it was I just did it on the spur. Like there was no way he was going to do it. But I said, but if anyone like called out sick, I'll be there, and it's just one of those things I thought, well, I don't know if I could do it, but I'm going to just put it out there. So.
Do it. You're doing it now. You're going to fall into it and not even realize it. So there. I'm going to make you bring it up. You're doing it right now. This is your, oh my God. I'm a fantastic pusher. I love to push people, and it's like I'm like, okay, so let's talk about the election. Oh my gosh!
I know where it says here. What did it say? Biden 189 and Trump is what? I don't know the numbers. They switched the numbers. I don't know.
Biden 189. Does that mean?
Yeah, it says Trump is 171 and Biden 205 and the electrical vote.
Whoa. Oh, good Lord Jesus. Lord, I need a fan too. My hand will have to do. And I kind of large. Oh, I feel it. Oh, my hair's blowing. Can't you tell? It's wigging. Oh! I'm so, and it is what it is. And I think Billy, I don't know. I think, and it's so funny because we're talking, nobody, and I bring up Billy all the time. No one knows who Billy, like, who's this Billy he's talking about? But it's one of the things that I live for this type of comment. I would love to have been there, but it is what it is. It is one of those things where it's like, tell me about the host tonight.
It was fun. We had Dub Double A. He's a platinum artist. And he's from Florida, and he's doing great. He's produced and worked with like Lil Wayne, a bunch of big names, and he was great. He started as a little drummer in his choir at church, went to college, joined the marching.
Okay, go with your best self.
Yeah, he's
okay.
And then we talked to Jug all day. And he's up and coming. He's been doing it for about a year, but he also runs a cannabis delivery service in Simi Valley. So that's what he's doing. Yeah, so he's been busy.
He says, okay, damn, I love it. I know they were fabulous. And I know you gave them all your fantabulous.
Yes, we had fun. And did we do one more? Like a little.
Yeah, we did Global Connect.
Oh yeah. The first one was Global Connect with Hamza Sabri, and he is with Global Connects, and what they do is they get government contracts. If you have a niche like a business, you and he will teach you how to land these contracts, because I guess the government has over $1 trillion that they got to spend every year.
So I hope you got you some coins. I hope you called you. Let me get you some coins.
Yes, and I'm talking about how you can, like, if you have a business, there's in every, like prison. They have so many different things that you can, go and put your bid on, and they're meant specifically for small businesses. The government has to be contracted with. So a lot of opportunity there. And I was following him and checking his stuff out, and he was like, going live saying, oh yeah, I just did this contract while I was driving on the phone. So I was like, what? So like, I mean, making money left and right. So he has a niche, and so
in between, in the middle. I love it.
So that was a really good opportunity for people who are looking for ways to, make money. because it's there.
Gosh.
$1 trillion. Have a nice little piece of that.
Yeah, a nice little pizza, a nice little piece of that, a nice little small piece, nice, and even a smaller piece. I mean, anything whatsoever for $1 trillion.
Yeah.
Oh, so are we live on the radio now?
We're live on Instagram and
plus I missed my microphone.
No, we're on YouTube too. We're live on YouTube as well.
How we do? I see. Imagination patient. I need some teddy bears here. And I got Shaniqua here. Shaniqua's here. And I'm in the studio. I'm always in the studio. I'm my own. Somebody else. And I'm going to get. And here's the thing. It is what it is. And I tell Billy, it's one of those things. I mean, literally. I'll see freaking a piece of paper. I mean, I'll see like when the wind will blow, the sun will come up, and I'll be like, okay, let me KalienteGirl it. I mean, I like literally everything I want to like. And that's because I'm like, I've got a need or a desire to broadcast everything I do. Like it's, I live on life anyway. I live online anyway, but it's one of those things where excuse me, it's powerful.
Welcome to the new world. That's how it is nowadays, Well,
it's kind of interesting because it's a mix of all my worlds. And I constantly, what I produce, and it is what isn't the blessing, that I constantly, and this is the reason why I started reaching out to media, and this is the reason why I get so much satisfaction, and in the day I'm going to create my own show. So you know what? I may be coming for KalienteGirls, but here's the thing: I always, and what I do. And when I create my shows, I always, and maybe it's just one way of also, lack of a better word, let me see. What I'm trying to figure out. Because I always recognize that I have all this extra stuff. When I do all my fashion shows, I always create all these pictures, and I'm like, what do I do with them? I'm big on connecting, and so it's one of those things. I'm trying to divvy out. I don't know what it is. So it's one of those things where, and I too, like I said, when I lived online 24/7 for 2 years, obviously it's like this taps back more into that. Yeah. And I haven't really done it in a minute. And it's one of those things where I constantly want to commentate. Billy, it's Billy's fault.
But Billy got you on it again.
I mean, it is what it is, but it's one of those things where it's just like, and then yeah, whoa,
209, it's tied right now.
There's one Texas.
I don't want to be tied.
I just want Texas.
Oh, God, anyway. So it's what is it? 209 to what?
209. They're both tied right now.
Oh God. Has Biden won California?
I don't know.
Because you know he's gonna win California.
Yes, of course.
He's not gonna lose.
Okay, so that's already been tied in there.
That's what.
Oh God.
That's what the word is.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. 209. Right. So, oh gosh.
Yeah, it's important, like, you see talent, and you're just automatically motivated to inspire, the talent and people that they might not see, and encourage your vision. You see the vision.
Exactly.
And then you've been on it, so it's like second nature for you, and you're ready to get back on it. So it's
kind of crazy. Well, I mean, it's not even back on it. I do it 24/7. So it's something where I like to motivate. And it's so funny because it's like just like the girl that oh God, it's 209. Okay, anyway, okay, I'm back. Okay, it's just like my own girl that was trying to move on the phone talking to the designer. Mm-hmm. It's something where I think I always recognize what I recognize as something. I'm like, okay, if once you, because it's something that. Is she talking to us? What is that? Who's that?
Who's winning?
Biden's up.
224, 212.
Oh, praise God, Jesus, Jesus. Chuck, we go gospel. We train gospel. The G. See, I need some host in my hand. Lord, 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 Jesus.
I think it's going to go up and down until the very end. I mean,
shut up! It's gonna know. No, what is that?
I'm just talking.
What Biden just win?
Hillary, remember?
Has Biden won anything that Hillary didn't win yet? Do we know that?
No, I don't know those stats.
I'm wondering if he won. Has North Carolina been called or Florida? Florida, good God.
Yeah.
Florida got called already.
Yeah, Florida got taken.
By who? I'm gonna close my ears, but I'm gonna read your lips.
By Trump. Remember, they didn't wear masks.
Okay, North Carolina.
I don't know yet. The screens are off right now.
Because Pennsylvania, North Carolina. Well, obviously Biden just won something.
Yeah, we're gonna find out right now.
I mean, anyway, and I'm not gonna be here too long because it's so funny because that's the thing too. I've got all this stuff I need to do. But I've learned that there's nothing like inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the reason why, and I'm big on, okay, if you don't, I mean, and I literally will put you on a situation where, because I've got stuff coming up, and that's the thing too, I'm constantly in the producer seat. So it's something where, and this is the thing, and it's just like, it's so interesting. And here's the thing, Billy knows me. I mean, he's been, and he's all of the above. But you still learning, and at the same time, just like the other girl, she totally didn't realize. But I realized it's not so much of me. I give back, but it's not so much of me. It's one of those things where I don't even consciously try to give back. I don't even see you either other way. It's like I want to inspire you. I want you. I want to reach through. Yeah, I'm making a song, but it's something. Yeah. But I mean, if you ever, especially want to, and then too, yeah. I mean, it's something where, and I'm glad. First of all, I'm glad that you're doing this whole thing with KalienteGirls. How glad are you? You tell me how glad you are.
I'm elated. I mean, it's job, so I mean, as long as I don't get the boot, we're good.
Oh, you boo, girl! You get the hell, get the hills and the caviar and the roses. Exactly, darling. Exactly. But I am going. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be here maybe 15 more minutes, and then I'm because oh my gosh,
I
need to do it at the same time. So I'll give us 15 more minutes. Or
okay.
Yeah,
because I think they got it on now, but it doesn't say Missouri. It's hard to tell.
There's a big chunk of vote.
I can't tell.
And here's the crazy thing about the re-election. It's like the fact that it's so close. It's like if like one was like obviously winning more than the other, it would not feel as like, well, okay, well it is what it is. But the fact that it's so close, it's like. And here's the thing. But one thing I am going to definitely, I encourage everyone to do this, and I even like to say, regardless of the winner, because I want Biden to win, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
I've got to do this whole thing where I'm just glad to basically detox, election detox.
Right.
Just the fact that, we don't be hearing about this. I mean,
if I get another notification about voting,
I welcomed it, but at the same time, it's still one of those things where, and I noticed that there's a way to, even so often, and then also, for some reason, I'm going to compare this to the industry. It's good to be able to, certain things which you have no, it's good a lot of the time when you're dealing with, and I'll go back to the industry. A lot of times the industry can be very thankless. You put a lot of stuff into it, and you don't get people saying, okay, you did this, you didn't do this, da. So it's good to always have a sense of commentary maybe going on in your mind, or go ahead and say, okay, I'll be that person who will say this or will do that. So as far as the election goes, and maybe I think that is a way of me dealing with the reaction, however way it goes. Yeah. I definitely want to still be like, you know what? I am so glad that we now, because of course, and I don't like to use the word stressed or like all them stuff like that, but it's one of those things where it's good to celebrate whether the outcome is what you want it to be, that you've reached. reached a certain point of whatever that outcome is.
Yeah.
Factors come in.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where some people are gonna be like, or some people are like so upset because their person didn't win, or so. I refuse to go through all that. I just like I've got so many things going in, and it's not that I won't. I mean, I will be feel a certain way. I'm not gonna know those feelings, but it's something where I think it's just healthy for us to still be like, you know what, it was gonna be. We already had things going on. I've got so much stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
You talk.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that you want to be part of, regardless, just at least it's a major event. I mean, we never thought
it's the only sports I deal with.
Become president, and he survived the 4 years, and now, I mean, honestly, it felt like 7. It didn't feel like 4 years.
Oh my gosh, and it's so funny, and I keep on saying this. There's so many things I want to say when Trump is out. I say them already, but it's something about, and I always kind of look at any situation, and I refuse not to get good out of anything, really. I guess that's one way I preface it, but at the same time, it's something where
Wisconsin's not tonight.
It's just he's a mess from top to bottom. He's such, and I don't even know. But even in a mess, there's so much still to learn, and I'm not going to be that person that's so upset because this and this happened that I don't really look at what's going on. I say the expression, I like the third person thing. So it's one of those things why when I see why people think what they think, or it's not just I can't stand Trump. It's not, it gets boring. I like to be educated, or I like to educate myself. So when it's one of those things where I mean, I don't know how
you reflect on both sides. I mean, in a weird way, there could have been there was like some positive. I mean, we can't really discuss all that until it's finally over. We can reflect back,
We can discuss it. I mean,
yeah.
And it's something where as far as positive, my main thing with, and it is what it is. It's just Trump. When it comes to this whole good Lord, I didn't want to COVID or pandemic. His cure to the pandemic is to ignore it.
Well, he got it, so. I mean, he got COVID.
I know, but to ignore anyway, and just like, and as far as looking for a cure, as far as, and some people are with him with that.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, well, I got to do this, and it's going to happen, and it just is what it is. But some people are like, wait a minute, it's not is what it is. We have to do this. Let's try to stay alive. Let's try to keep people alive. And his way of dealing with it is, I will ignore the fact. I will make up the truth. And when I say that, I can either get mad about it, and it does draw a certain. That's the reason why, regardless what happens, it's really a high. It's so because he will put things out there. Oh, these people didn't die, or these people didn't have this, and people will go along. It's like literally, and God knows the Democrats lie too. I mean, both sides lie. But what's going on now? It's one of those things where you totally have somebody who is, and people will die because of more people, especially, oh my God, there's so much more. But that, and when it comes to the pandemic, and then, you have him deny the truth, him try to be the doctor, and I'm one of those people who I'll look at, I constantly, I like to say the things you can't deny.
Yeah.
And at the same time, his followers, and who knows, you may have voted for Trump. I do not know. You may love Trump.
No, people look to him as a leader, and I think there's a responsibility when it comes to that.
Almost like a fan. It's like people. And here's the thing.
He's a celebrity. You know what I mean? Like it's at some point of a demigod in a way because of his
exactly.
His
and it's something where I like to at least say.
Mm-hmm.
That I know, and I want you to go. I want you to keep on going, Powers.
No, I was just going to say that, when it comes down to common sense, I mean, we all don't look at our president for medical advice. I'll be honest that when
We do, though. We do.
I know, but I'm just saying, I mean, come on, you go to a doctor, you go to the dentist.
I know, but he's basically, what he says,
Yeah,
the
there's
President of the United States says, take Clorox. So when people call and make about Clorox, it work. I mean, and I know we can say that people common sense, but at the end of the day, if you have one call, because people believe what he says, and he has no problem with saying, oh well, and it is, and between me and you, and it's like I said, and I'm thinking you do like Trump. I mean, here's the thing, it's all good. It's one of those things where when it comes to, and like I said, it's something that I like to look at it from a standpoint of whether I do or don't like. It's like, if the sky is blue, it's blue, whether I want it to be blue or not.
Yeah,
so what I'm saying is, because when you're saying people, when you go for a doctor, the doctor that he hires, he literally contradicts the doctor that he literally put in, it's supposed to be in America's attention. And so what happens is you got people sending death threats, and like, where is this? It's like, that's what I'm saying. He holds no responsibility what he says. Now, at the end of the day, people don't, because that's what I said. Just like the people being in just like when it comes to the kids in the cages, people don't care enough about the kids in the cages. And it is what it is. Some people really don't care. People want to say, oh, they want to make ooh, but some people are like, no, I need them out. So it depends on where you care, or it depends on what's your cup of tea.
Because that all hit us left side. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I know people to the very end, they're fighting to get those children out, and they were there, when we were having all the riots and protests. People they're going to the facilities, the ICE facilities, and we're calling attention. So I mean, it makes people stand up for what they believe in. We can blame, but ultimately, looking back, like, we've had some really crazy presidents, done different things that really have affected us. I mean, he was a show person, so I mean, I don't know, people are
I like how you're talking about was all the was straight up was everywhere.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean, it is. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Because when I talk, would you say powerful one?
No, I'm just saying, regardless of whatever happens, we're gonna wake up the next day and go to work and still do our thing, and
definitely, and it's something that it'll be better if you. Anyway,
I'm just kind of curious. Like, I don't really want to know, because I'm kind of over all the fighting and the,
But the fighting's not gonna stop.
I know.
It's not. It's not gonna stop. And here's the thing. It's one of those things where we will constantly, because I've always said this. I've definitely always said this. At the end of the day, I'm more, and here's the thing, I've got so many, and it's so funny, because, and I don't even know if it's just me, I've got so many, and it is what it is, and I like my Trump friends to be out, just saying. I've got a lot of people who before Trump was ever elected, I would have never even thought that they love Trump. But it's so crazy. I'm in so many Trump chat groups. People I don't know if they're trying to convert me or trying to. It's interesting, but it's one of those things where I mean, Joy Villa, I know Billy knows, and Joy Villa, who wore the Trump dress.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Billy said
she's she's a model for me. I know her well.
Oh, wow.
I know her well, and I'm not one of these ones that, you see, you know what? Now, okay, no, Billy, how much does he drink tonight? How much? Oh, well, that doesn't help. You got both the bulls, by the bulls. Okay, how much? Okay, you're gonna have to monitor him while I'm not there. Okay. How much does he drink tonight?
No, it just went all the way up.
Oh my God, Billy! Now, what's went up?
The bottle went like this, and it came back down.
We celebrate Paris.
We're celebrating.
Why? Okay, that's really what Billy want me there, because I think he's an alcoholic, and I don't. I don't. Well, And now he's got you drinking. Billy, you've Red Bulled her. She's now a Red Buller. She's like, how dare you do that?
We've been here
Now
since
you're gonna.
3, so kind of like when Flo showed up with a pack of Red Bulls, we were just like, I was like, something to drink, because I've been in this chair for a little bit. So, you know.
What about red water or red wine or red Kool-Aid?
Yeah, well, I still had to do some letters, so I wanted to get a little bit of energy in me so I can finish the letters and get them out and then be done with them and start fresh tomorrow, because we have a full schedule of artists this week, 3 to 4 a day, all the rest of the week. So when you come,
I love it.
Yes, that's.
I'm supposed to be coming in Thursday, but I mean, here's the thing. I mean, it's something where. I wanna. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I'm supposed to come in Thursday.
What I'll do is I'll go in and I'll add your email to all the rest of the Zooms, and then at least you'll know when they're going, so you can come when you're ready.
Okay. That's and here's the thing. I'm trying to come when I'm most effective too. So I'm just like, I don't want to come if tonight I would have been. I mean, even at a certain time when it's just like me and you right now, and there's no guest.
Yeah.
Because I think I think we have a great chemistry together when this is me and you.
Yeah.
Ooh, what's the song? Just me and yeah, I mean, a lot of times I think it's just maybe sometimes good for you to, or one person to interview. So it's something where I just, but I will.
Figuring it out.
That ooh was good. I love that. But yeah, sometime on Thursday I'll show up.
Okay. Be here.
But I am going.
What
What do you say?
Hello. Oh, it looks like we're gonna be having another